Hey, I'm Drew.
And I'm Charlie. We get to lead One along with some other great students and adults, and we're really excited that you're checking out One.
We started One in hopes that we would become a community, calling a generation to live every day with one heart, one mind, and one passion. One's not a thing, it's not an it, we're a who. And One is a group of people, and we'd love for you to join us and help shape who we are. One is a place where you can be part of this family who laughs together and cries together and learns together, stays up ridiculously late together, eats together, goes on adventures together, but most importantly, discovers who God is and live the life that He has in mind for us. Jesus actually prayed that we be one. His prayers were that we would be the kind of community that loved and cared for others in such a dynamic way that the whole world would see the difference. And that everyone who sees this community would recognize that the leader of this community, Jesus, is legit. And He is. He said that the best kind of life to the full, comes in knowing God and the Son whom He sent. And so we desire to live with one heart to know Him. So as a community, we seek to know Him and what He is doing and how He's changing us. And as we do that, we begin to see the world and think about the world the way God does. And we begin to have one mind to follow. One of the most exciting things about following Jesus is that not only does He give us full life, but He invites us into what He is doing to bring life to the whole world. God desires for all men to know Him and to be made whole. So in One, we live with a passion to make God known. Our desire is that everyone we come to know and love would have the fullest kind of life. And so with our lives and with our actions and with our words, we seek to make God known. It's our one passion. And it's why we say we're a community, calling a generation to live every single day with one heart, one mind, and one passion.
So what does it look like to get involved in One? Is there a place for you in the midst of this family? Absolutely. In fact, there's a place in this community that can only be filled by you. God has made each one of us unique and given each and every one of us individual gifts and talents. But these things weren't meant to be hoarded. They were given to you to be shared with the world. So the question isn't, where do I get involved with One? It's, what do you bring to One? And we don't know that yet. But we'd love for you to check out one of our house groups. These midweek gatherings bring us into closer, smaller communities of adults and students within One. In these settings, we're able to encounter God through interacting with His Word and His people. It's a place of encouragement and challenging, of celebration and mourning. It's a place where people can be honest about where they're at in their walk with God and be challenged to take the next step. At a house group, you'll meet students and adults that are passionately pursuing Jesus and coming alongside one another in love and service. Maybe you'd like to check out one of our seasonal trips. In the fall, we take an overnight trip called Freedom that's aimed at bringing people closer to each other and to God. In the winter, we head up to a ski resort and just spend a day laughing and riding the slopes together. Through the summer, we take a week-long trip to a youth conference called CIY, where God is experienced in an extremely tangible way. And as the summer closes and right before the fall begins, we take a week-long missions trip to the Dominican Republic, where students learn what it looks like to put their faith into action on the mission field. So where do you fit into One? We're not sure yet, but we are looking forward to helping you figure it out. Check out one of these house groups and think about coming on a trip with us. You won't regret it.
Hey, again, we're just really excited that you guys are checking out One. Whether you're a leader, a follower, listener, talker, athlete, singer, student, rebel, whatever, this is a place you can come as you are and discover the person that God made you to be.
God designed us for community, and we'd love for you to bring who you are to make One the place that God would have it be.